Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. My name is Oluwajoba. If it's your first time here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support and for always coming back to my video. If you're a new subscriber, please consider subscribing and joining the family, and if you end up enjoying this video at any point, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and leave your comment in the comment section below. You know that I always enjoy reading from you. Yeah, thank you. All right, so today's video is one that actually matters to me. If you know me, you know that things like marriage, relationship, friendship, they mean a lot to me, and I thrive when I see, like, I love when I see the narrative that you can have a godly marriage, the narrative that you can have a godly relationship or friendship. You can actually enjoy marriage. Marriage is not a bondage. Marriage is not a life sentence. Yeah, I think maybe that's why, one of the reasons why I feel like it is really important for me is that I see that there's a lot of narrative out there about marriages that fail, and I mean, we all make mistakes and we all get things wrong. That's why we're humans, right? However, the narrative that it is actually not possible for you to enjoy your marriage is a very wrong narrative, and which is why things like relationship, marriages, friendship, they actually mean a lot to me, because I am one of the people who want to tell people and let people know that it is possible for you to enjoy your marriage. It's possible for you to have a godly marriage here on earth. It is possible for you to be genuinely happy, not faking it for the gram, but actually genuinely happy. Which is why I don't know why I went into that much of a distance, but anyway, which is why I thought to do this video talking about the wrong reasons why I feel like people say yes to marriages, or the wrong reasons why I feel like people propose to their better half. And I hope that you guys enjoy this video with me. Before we go into it too deep, don't forget to leave your comment. Let me know as well, what reasons do you think that people is the reason why people say yes to marriage proposals or marriages. Yeah, let me know in the comment section. I would also like to know if we have the same reasons or if you have more reasons, which will even be more insightful. All right, so the first reason that I have is that you think marriage will solve all your problems. It's amazing how we think that when we settle down with this person, the fact that I'm married to this person just immediately solves all my problems. Let me tell you the fact. The fact is that I have seen from experience, and even from other people that are dear to me, is that whatever problems you had before marriage, I can tell you for free that marriage will only enlarge it. Marriage will only amplify it. That's the word I'm looking for. Marriage will amplify it. So if you were a bad communicator before you got married, best believe that when you get married, you even be a worse communicator if you don't work on it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So marriage doesn't solve your problem. Marriage doesn't magically make whatever your deficiencies are, for the lack of a better word, in character, suddenly disappear. No, it just amplifies it. So it would be nice to work on your problems or whatever deficiencies in character that you think you have, or that you realize that you have. It would be nice to work on them before you actually get married, because when you get married, honestly, it's just going to get worse. Like, it's going to just amplify it. If you're a dirty person before you got married, you're going to be an even dirtier person when you get married. If you are somebody who doesn't have respect for your spouse, or you don't regard them, when you get married, it's going to be worse, and that's the honest truth. So marriage doesn't, like I said earlier, marriage doesn't solve your problems. It just amplifies it. It magnifies it. The problem will just sit staring you in the face. So I would say, work on your whatever problems. If you feel like you're in a relationship where you guys don't communicate as much as you should, or you are in a relationship where you don't get the respect that that is due in a healthy relationship, or you just feel like some things are not right, please work on those things that you feel like are lacking, or those deficiencies that you're experiencing in your relationship before you go down the aisle. If you go down the aisle, all those things will just be magnified, and that's the honest truth. Another one that I feel like is really, really common, guys, is you guys have been dating for such a long time, and you think that, I mean, it just makes sense, doesn't it? It just makes sense to take the next step, which is marriage. I mean, if you are dating for such a long time, there's nothing bad in it, right? However, if for as long as you guys have been dating, you just like the first point, you notice that some things are not right. Getting married because you guys have been together for such a long time is not a valid reason for anyone, and I mean anyone, to get married. So you want to make sure that you're not sliding into marriage because you think, oh, it's about time we actually got married. No. Make sure that all your facts are checked. Make sure that everything that you need to do has been done. Make sure that the character deficiencies, or that you and your partner, you and your spouse to be, you guys complement each other. Don't let the fact that you guys have been together for a long time be the reason why you are saying yes. Sister, brother, check yourself. Okay, so the third one on my list is you are afraid to be alone. Wow. When I was actually doing the research for this video and I thought of this, I was like, that is true. And I am not in any way taking from the fact that loneliness is something else. Loneliness is real. Loneliness is not good. Like, no one deserves to be alone, and that's the truth. However, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to relationship, that shouldn't be the reason why you say yes to anyone. Let me tell you something, is that you need to be comfortable with yourself. You need to be happy with yourself. You need to take joy in the fact that I enjoy my company. I can be all by myself, and I don't feel like I am doing myself any form of injustice by not being with somebody else, or by not being friends with somebody else. You need to be confident in yourself first. Let me give you this analogy. Why would you think I would want to date you if you yourself, you're not happy with yourself? You're not happy in your company. What gives you the reason? What gives you the reason, or what gives you the effort? Not effrontery. What gives you the, for lack of a better word, audacity to think that somebody else will be comfortable in your own company? If you are not happy with yourself, why do you think somebody else will be happy with you? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you need to be happy with yourself. You need to be happy in your singlehood. I used to say, be happy in your singleness. It is not a curse. It is not a bad thing that you are single. It is not because you offended God is why you are single. It is not because you are a bad person. Sometimes it might be because you are a bad person. That's a story for another day. But it is not because you are a bad person that you are single. Sometimes it's just a phase, and it is a season. And just like we know, seasons come and seasons go. So you need to be happy in the fact that, okay, this is the season that I am in now. I am single, and it is not the end of the world. Yes, I desire to get married. Yes, I desire to settle down, if that is your desire. However, it is not a death sentence. So please be happy in your singleness. Be happy with yourself. Enjoy your company even more. And when somebody sees that, oh, this girl or this guy enjoys her company or his company, they will be drawn to come and enjoy your company. But if you are not happy with yourself, why do you think I'll be happy with you? I think you should give it a thought. Don't, because you think you are going to be lonely, say yes to a marriage proposal. Please. It is not a genuine reason. It is not a valid reason to settle with anybody, because at the end of the day, you might end up being terrible for the person, or the person might end up being terrible for you. And at that point, you have staked your life already. Please don't do it. don't do it. Oh, there's this interesting one that I know. You want to be independent of your family. I know that a lot of us, when we were growing up, wanted to do this. I think I had that thought at some point, because I am like the last in my family. Okay, not the last, but I mean in my guys, don't worry. I'm sure the last in the family. Don't worry about the explanation. And I grew up with a lot of elder siblings that when we have to do this thing, it has to be Joba that will do it. When this person wants to this person send you on an errand, this other person send you on an errand. If you're Nigerian and you grew up in Nigeria, let me know if you can relate with what I'm saying. And at some point I was like, what? You guys will not kill me. Like, what the hell? My mom is calling me, my dad is calling me, my elder ones are calling me, everybody wants to send me on an errand, and I'm like, what the hell? And I know that at some point I was like, let me even run away from this house. So when I thought of this, I thought it was actually a reason, but I feel like it's a bad reason for you to settle with anyone. I understand if you want to be independent of your family, and also it could be that, like in my own case, it wasn't anything toxic. It was just like, But some situations, it could be that you come from a dysfunctional family and you just want to break the cycle. You just want to be like, let me just get out of all of this dysfunction and, just settle down with somebody and get out of here. I want you to have a second thought. I want you to think about it. I honestly feel like there are other ways to separate yourself from such dysfunction. There are other ways to, separate yourself from such dysfunction. I was trying to find another word, but I feel like maybe that explains what I wanted to say. Don't get married because of that. Don't. Except you are sure, obviously, you've worked on your relationship and you see that, if you are sure, that's the reason why you're leaving would be that you want to separate yourself from your family. I would say instead of that, maybe find a friend. Maybe you have a friend that you can stay with, or there's this thing that they do now where they get apartments and we share. If it's a 2-room apartment, for example, you take a room, another person takes a room, and you guys share the rent of that apartment. I think those are better ways to distance yourself, at least for the time that you want to distance yourself from that dysfunction or from that toxic trait, or instead of getting married to someone. I feel like if you decide to get married to someone on this basis, you're not being fair to yourself, you're not being fair to your partner. It's a lot of responsibility to give to somebody, to ask of somebody. So I would say the bottom line is work on whatever relationship that you are going into, because this is a bad reason. This is not a good reason for you to settle with anyone. Yeah? Okay. All right. There's this one. He's a good catch. I know, right? My sister and my brother. Please run. If that is the only reason why you want to get married to that person, he's a good catch. Really? And I think there's this other one, because you guys look good together. Instagram go, no, what's that thing? Couple goals. Oh God, when none like them. Then they give you hashtag JB slaying, hashtag JB and something. Brethren, please run. If that is the reason why you want to say yes to somebody, or if that's the reason why you want to ask somebody's hand in marriage, please don't. Because at the end of the day, right, when the curtains are drawn, it's just you and that person. There won't be Instagram followers to say, oh, let's help you, or let me come and help you. It will just be you and that person. So don't be caught up with the fact that, oh, they are hailing you, guys post your pictures and everybody's just wild. Everybody just goes wild on Instagram. You break the whole internet. Meanwhile, there are issues that you need to solve. There are issues that you need to address between you guys. Or you guys go out and your friends are like, this guy is husband material 1,000 yards. Or even you, they are hailing you that you are wife material, or they are hailing your partner or your girlfriend or your boyfriend that husband material or wife material 1,000 yards. Or when you guys have a dinner or you guys have an outing with friends, they're like, man, you guys look so good together. Nothing beats this, this togetherness. But you guys know that deep inside, outside the charade, outside the noise, there's so much that you need to work on. Please, don't get carried away with so much noise. I always say that at the end of the day, nobody knows how you are going to sort it out. At the end of the day, when the cards are down, it's just going to be you and that person, you and your spouse. And you want to be sure that you are doing it for the right reasons. Not that, it's not good. It's not bad if people are saying that, oh, you guys look good together, or couple goals. It's not bad. As long as the foundation has been properly laid and the right things have been properly done or are being done. Not that the focus of the reason why you are getting married is because everybody's saying you are a good catch, or everybody's saying that you guys look good together. If everybody's saying you guys look good together, and for example, you're not attracted to the person in any way, or you are somebody who loves I like someone who I can hold a proper conversation with. Now imagine I'm dating somebody who cannot hold a proper conversation, and because maybe he's tall, because I love tall guys, he's tall, he's dark, and I'm like, the fact that he needs to be able to hold a conversation, I can overlook it when I know that it is one of the very important things that I desire in my husband. No. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's just going to be both of you. So you want to be sure that you are doing it for the right reasons. Don't get married to anyone just because the noise outside is saying you guys look good together, or because you think it's a good catch, and everybody will be like, all that is good, but make sure that the foundation is properly laid. There's this one that's been on my mind since I was young, and that is, you are marrying the person out of pity or because the person has been there for you. I want to believe, in all honesty, I want to believe that there are other ways that you can tell someone thank you than yielding your life to them. There's this thing I believe, it's my belief, and you can not agree. That's okay. That's why we're different, right? One of the most important decisions that you make in your life is, or that I feel like you make in your life is the decision of salvation. The other decision that I feel like is one of the most important decisions that you have to make in your life is who you settle down with. I feel like whoever you settle down with can make or mar your destiny, whether you believe it or not. That's what I believe. And if you don't believe it, that's okay. And I feel like having to will or yield your life to someone just because they were there for you. Maybe you were in school and your parents didn't come true for you, but this person was always there for you. Or maybe you were going through a very dark period and this person was the only one who was there for you, and you think that the only way you can say thank you to them is by getting married to them. In my opinion, I think that's not a good reason to get married to anyone, except of course that you guys are attracted to each other, then fine. But if the sole reason why you're getting married to them is out of pity and because they've been there for you, I think you are, instead of saying thank you to them, you are dragging their goodwill or whatever they did for you, you are dragging it into the mud. Because at the end of the day, I feel like you guys will resent yourself, and the main thing that you wanted to do, which was say thank you, would be destroyed, because you guys will resent yourself, you guys will fight, you guys might end up destroying the relationship, and the relationship that would have remained platonic, and you have maybe bought a gift for the person, or just always show up for the person as well, the way they showed up for you. So I feel like, I don't think it is a good reason to get married. Let me know in the comment section if you think what you think, but I don't think it's a good reason to get married to anyone. I feel like there are other ways that you can say thank you to people. You can buy them gifts. Like I said, you can be there for them the way they were there for you. You can refer them. There are other ways to say thank you than to marry them. If this is a reason why you are getting married to anyone you're getting married to, I think you should have a rethink. And I think personally, it is not a good reason for you to get married to anyone. I think another one is out of peer pressure. The pressure is getting worse. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please don't let anyone pressure you into marriage. I had a think about it, and yeah, don't let anyone pressure you into marriage. Like I said, being single is not a death sentence. Don't let anyone pressure you into getting married. I think that's the only thing I have to say. If they ask you when you're going to get married, ask them what is their business. Or, like my brother would say then, if you ask him when he's going to get married, he will tell you he already has the venue, that he knows the venue that he's going to get married. He already knows the vendors. He's already made money. He's already bought his suit and his shoes, and he knows the pastor. The only thing that is left is the wife. If you know where I can get her, let me know. And anytime he says that, it was really funny, but I feel like it was a really good answer to anyone who just doesn't know their place. The reason why I'm not married is because I am not yet married. Excuse me, if I desire to get married and I had someone to get married to, you think I would still be single? Please, don't let anyone pressure you into getting married. If your friends are getting married and you, in a way, feel pressured about it, what I would advise you is be happy for them. This is the way I see it. If my siblings or my friends are doing things, breaking grounds and making a name for themselves, and maybe I am not anywhere close to what they're doing, I tell myself that God is in the neighborhood. So if God is in the neighborhood, it means that if he's gotten to my neighbor, it means that I'm next. That's the way I choose to see it. Don't get married to anyone out of pressure. A lot of marriages are breaking up, and I know that one of the reasons why is because of pressure. Some people just want to have the Instagram wedding. I remember back, I don't know how bad it is right now, but I remember back then when we got married, there was a lot of rave about, there's this blog that we have back then in Nigeria. It's called Bella Niger Weddings, and it's like one of the biggest wedding vlogs or blogs in Africa. And it seemed then, I don't know what it is like now, but it seemed like the people would literally break the bank, borrow if they have to, just because they want to be featured on that blog. I feel like one of the reasons is because of this peer pressure and the fear of missing out. Like, I also need to be published. I also need to be known. I need to break the internet. You don't need to do anything. The only thing you need to do is to be happy. And if being with that person, at the core of it all, is not that you are happy, if at the center of it is because of peer pressure, I am of the opinion that you are getting married for the wrong reasons. And I think you should check it and deal with the main issues in that relationship. Alright, so last but not least, like I said, guys, let me know in the comment section what other wrong reasons you have and you think why people say yes, or why people get married. I would like to know. The last one on my own list is because you want to prove a point. I feel like people are really daring in life. You would stake your life on the line because you want to prove a point. To who exactly? Your parents? Your friends? People at work? Like, it's not that deep. Why would you want to put your life on the line just because you want to prove a point? Maybe there's one auntie that has said that, oh, this one cannot get married. You want to prove to her that, me, mama marry. You don't need to. Or your parents are divorced and you want to prove a point that I can do better than them. That's the reason why you are getting married. I think you should reconsider. Yeah? You don't have any point to prove at the end of the day. And like I said, at the end of the day, it ends up being just two of you. You and the person. And if the person was oblivious of the fact that this is what you wanted to do, you even make it worse for them. Please don't get married to anyone because you want to prove a point. Please check out that video where I talked about caring what other people think about you. Because that's the only reason why you want to prove a point. If I'm not married, so what? I'm not married. How does it affect your life again? I feel like the more we are confident in who we are, the more we are okay with the season that we are in life. Life is in seasons, and we need to understand that life is in seasons, and seasons come and seasons go. So if what you desire is to settle down, I believe that with time, of course, doing the right things, like I said, it will come. But please don't get married for any of these reasons. And yeah. Okay, so that's about it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to come in here and have a chit chat, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to hit the like button, click the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to me, and leave your comments in the comment section below. What wrong reasons do you know why people say yes to marriages and why people commit their lives to another person? And what would your advice be? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to read and respond as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, as always, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Jesus loves you. Bye.